Welcome to the Comments from the Peanut Gallery podcast. And now a word from our sponsors. The wolf is here. The Lone Wolf Beard Company is Colorado's premium beard company, offering 100% all-natural products to bearded beasts of all different shapes and sizes. Pick up your original scented product now and stand out from the pack. Because hey, let's be honest, you weren't meant to be in a pack, and you were brought in this world to stand out and leave a mark. So unleash the wolf within, howl at the moon, and conquer your goals. Leave a mark, be a wolf, and seize the day. That's the Lone Wolf Beard Company, Colorado's premium beard company, offering 100% all natural products. All right, everybody, welcome to the Comments from the Peanut Gallery podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz. I'm sitting here alongside my man, Youssef, the Moroccan Devil Zalal, and we got ourselves an extra special guest here today with Leo here. Youssef, how you doing today, man?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Doing very well. So you've got to be feeling pretty good about where you're at right now, man. You just came off of a huge win on national TV on the LFA fight card. How's that feel?
Feels pretty good, man. I was like, I know it was coming to me. It's just a matter of time, to be honest. But I'm just focusing on what's next for me. It's not like win is a win to me, you know. Like I'm impressing myself, so everybody else is impressed. So that's all that matters, you know.
No doubt, no doubt. So that being said, what is next?
We don't know yet, completely yet. Hopefully it's the Contender Series, but we don't know 100% yet. So we're still trying to figure that out.
Okay. So you kind of, you fall within a unique situation yourself right now, as opposed to, most fighters that are out there, dealing with Ramadan and whatnot right now. So can you kind of explain to the people out there, shed light on that part of your life?
Oh yeah, Ramadan is like, so this year I'm being smart about it. I'm not training crazy much, but I'm still training, but Ramadan is like you can't eat or drink since when the sun goes up all the way the sun goes down. Sun goes down, you can eat. So it's kind of like a little bit tough on athletes, but you kind of see and feel back like the weight cut and all this stuff. So kind of you kind of get used to it, kind of, and then makes you feel a lot better. And the energy is different too. So when you didn't eat that much, it's just like, wow, I fasted for 18 hours, but I don't eat that much, which is weird, but it's crazy how life works.
So how does that feel, when you're training with, with the dehydration factor and everything like that in the mix? Like, I'm sure it has to be something that you can immediately feel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, if you do, like, wrestling and scrambles and this and that, I'm done. After that, I was like, I can't go more than that, but that's why this time I just do, like, the techniques, learn all the new stuff, but not actually like spar or none of that stuff and especially with the brain too. The brain doesn't have a lot of water in it, so you wanna chill out a little bit. So that's what I'm doing.
Taking it smart. That's a very good approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have a very high ceiling, so I think that's definitely a smart way to go about it, more so than just the injury factor.
Yeah.
On that side of things. So,
yeah.
With everything that's been coming along for you, now that you've had another big finish, you finished every fight. What does that mean in terms of your recognition amongst peers and whatnot? I mean, you're undefeated, 5-0. You finished every fight at this point, and the last couple have been very decisive. So how does that shake up?
I mean, it's kind of like I'm just proving a point to all this. I was an amateur. I only had, I think, three finishes. Yeah, I had 3 finishes. But and then when I went to pro, messed up my pro debut at 35. So everybody thought I was like, he's not that great of a guy. So and then 45, I just decided to change my mentality. I don't chase to be honest, the finish or nothing. Everything just comes to me. I was like, I'll do whatever I need to do out there, business. Handle the business. I'm not messing around or nothing. But it's kind of amazing to see how everybody now talks about me. So before they weren't, but still, so I just keep doing what I'm doing. That's all matters to me.
You're definitely taking care of business inside the cage, but I definitely feel like you've got a very gravitating personality in general. A lot of charisma across the board. Everywhere I go and all the different circles that I've started to network with and be involved with, I mention your name or your name gets brought up, and everybody knows who Youssef is.
I would hope so. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just do me, It's kind of like let it out there, I'm not trying to be something else. I'm just trying to be me, I was like, they don't like it, they don't like it. They like it, they like it. Seems a lot of people love it, but
seems like you're having fun with it at least.
I always have fun. I always, especially the last card in LFA. It was a lot of fun in that time. I got my victory, but I was crazy celebrating with the team. So it was a crazy thing to see. So I let my emotion go a little bit in that one. So
I'm pretty sure it was Pat Miletich, that LFA card on the commentary that said, Youssef the Moroccan Devil Zalal just seems to kind of find his way into the camera with about every shot over here for Factory X.
Oh, hell yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, hey, I mean, you had the fly suit and everything rocking that night, looking like a true champion. So, couldn't have been a better opportunity.
Yeah, here we go. I was like, I kind of did it since my last amateur fight. I kind of dress up after every fight. So, and it's kind of, I don't know. It just gives me, like, I don't care who see it. People. I kind of seen in the last, I think, 2 opponents or so. They're just laughing. I was like, I'm dressed up and this and that. I was like, I'm about to beat your ass looking good. So that's what I'm at. So
look good, feel good, right?
There we go. And you fight good, I tell you that.
Well, I mean, you can't argue with the results at that point. Real quick, want to throw a shout out to Jim Walter out there for being a big part of making a lot of this happen for you, and then also helping make some of the connections for the comments for the Peanut Gallery podcast happen too as well. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Jim is a great guy, man. It's kind of, I wish I started with him earlier, but everything happens for a reason though. So I started with him since like my 3rd fight. Well, yeah, I haven't signed the contract until like the 4th fight with him. So it's crazy how it's only been technically 2 fights with me, but he's been with me for. He's just been doing a lot of things, man. He believes in me the same way I believe in myself, and then the teams believe in me. So it's a great thing to see and a great chemistry to have too. So
it's never a bad thing to have a strong circle of support behind you in that respect.
No.
So, I mean, you guys as a team, and I talked about this with Jordan a little bit the other day, you guys as a team have just been absolutely cleaning house for the most part across the board. Everywhere that Factory X goes, you're bringing home wins. So, and it just seems like it's more and more all across the board. So, how does that feel? I know we've talked about this before, but as everybody keeps on having more success, what's that like in that room every night?
It gets little, like how you say it, it's more like kind of, it's energy, but the energy just goes up more. They're like, oh, you know how some people when they win, they get lazy? No, that's not happening because we have fights on fights coming on. So like everybody comes on, like guarantee you coach will come back after Chile card is gonna definitely kind of come up with something new and stuff like that. So it's kind of pushing us every time. And then, I mean, I'm actually flying in Wednesday with Phil Gonzalez. Took a short notice, so I don't know if he had the information out, so I don't want to let it all out there. But it's kind of like it goes from one to the next one to the next one. It's busy, it's so much busy for Factory X. But I mean, we motivate each other. Kind of that's how I feel like it kind of use each other's energy. And then the fight energy that we had, and then all that stuff kind of just put in the training, and then the results will show up. And then it's kind of it's amazing to see our gym or team getting the recognition in the UFC and all that stuff in the high level. So that means a lot to me. I'm pretty sure it means a lot to the coaches and then the head coach, of course, Mark Montoya. So
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Coach Montoya out there. So, with that much energy in the room, with that much compounding success across the board, do you sometimes find it hard to, I guess, gauge where your progress is at or where you've been building up toward because everybody else is progressing so much as well? It's kind of hard to see exactly where you're gauging yourself, or do you feel like you have a pretty good barometer of where you're at?
See, for me, I kind of focus on mainly the game plan, to be honest. But I get better at like the stuff that I get beat on, like in the training. I'm like, oh, this guy's beating him and this. Oh, I'm getting my back too much in this guy. Whatever, you know. It's like there's all these reasons, but I feel like every guy focuses on himself, kind of. So it's kind of gets you up there, but you always have that one better guy at the gym, like better than you. So you can't really do nothing about it, but learn from it and then get better at it. So that's what I'm focusing on me, and then helping the other team because I'm one of the coaches. So I hold pads for these guys. I teach classes, so it's kind of like whatever my knowledge is, I trying to give it out there and trying to make them technically better than me. So I will hope they better than me. So
With you coaching, do you feel like that's helped you round out your game overall as a martial artist? Do you think that's
yes,
made you better?
yes, I think I started that when I think last year. So and I mean I've been in my pro career it's only 9 months. So I mean it's definitely helping me like IQ wise, and then see all this stuff. So because remember, it's like if I see stuff, it's a whole different than me just doing it. You know, so it's kind of great teaching and then training at the same time. So sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, definitely. I would only imagine that you would just learn a lot more about yourself as a practitioner in general, being in some of those teaching situations.
Yes.
You start to see things from different angles that maybe you wouldn't have just as a solo artist.
Oh yeah, it's like that's why this is all coach always say this in the corner is like, don't think, let us think for you. So you just go out there and fight. That's why you have corners with you. You know, it's not if you're not listening to the corner, why you have corners with you. So that's the type of deal I kind of because we see stuff different than you see it. So it's like bird's eye camera. You know, we see all that stuff. So we kind of tell you how to beat this guy, blah blah, and all this and that. But it creates more IQ, and then it's like the habit just goes, and then just oh wow, shiny, I can see this. I know what this guy's good at. I know what this and that, and all that stuff. So
Makes total sense on that side of things. You've got great confidence within your corner.
yeah, me, me and Mark always talk smack to Mark, and then Mark, listen, do this. I was like, oh, I got you. Especially in the last LFA fight, you walked out of my corner first round, and I was and he was like, oh, listen, breathe. And I told him mouthpiece, take my mouthpiece out, blah blah. And we were talking, and he was like, listen, this is all he throws is right hook overhand, and we said it at the same time, so it's kind of. I seen it too, but I was like, it's a little Mexican. I was like, let me get away from him. But that's it's kind of funny environment for me. It's kind of to have fun with my corner, and I'm the person that always likes to have fun, no matter what it is. If you get asked for, you better fucking at least smile and get out of there. But I don't want to put too much pressure on me. Like I learned it from the amateur. I'm like too much pressure on me. But if they see in my last amateur fight, I was the calmest I've ever been. So that kind of gave me the confidence to go up to the pro league and then just keep doing it. To be honest.
Yeah, I talked with you before the fight that day in Vale. I was pretty impressed with the composure. You were very calm, collected.
Yeah.
Everything right before you had to go and be there for your official obligations and all that. Like I don't know. I feel like some people would be a little bit more like like a caged animal, like kind of day of type of situation, or I don't know. Like it's just kind of crazy to see. Like you're just as calm as can be, just sitting here conversation
Yeah.
like we are right now.
I don't know if when they go back with me in the locker room, it's the same thing. It's like I'm I'm having fun. We always talk smack to each other, blah blah. You know how that the family love is. You know, I always talk smack to each other. That's how it goes. But I mean, after that, I was just like, when it's business, like me hitting pads and this and that, it's business. Like I'm focused, you know. But so that's what I kind of learned to do the past year or 9 months, to be honest, for my whole pro career. So it's kind of been, especially the second LFA, first LFA fight I took, the 2 hour notice one. I went in and then I was like I went into bed that night after the weigh-ins and I was like, holy shit, I'm taking a fight in 2 hours notice. Like this is a big deal. And I was like, the guy I'm fighting, I was like, fuck, I'm looking at it big. But I mean, when I came in the day of, which is crazy, the day of, we only had 45 minutes to get my hand wrapped and get warmed up because they said, oh, you're walking at 6. So it's kind of like we were rushing everything still, but I was still just handling business, you know. I was like, everything changed, focus, went out there and just did it. So it's kind of good feeling, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I think it's kind of crazy to know just from getting to know you and knowing your backstory, being being very strong in striking and kickboxing. The majority of your finishes now are by submission, correct?
Yeah, I only have one TKO.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
four submissions. Yeah. So I don't know. I just keep surprising these guys. So
I mean,
they haven't seen my striking yet. So
you've said it though many a times or multiple times in our time together. Your goal is to be a complete martial artist.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're really showing that you do have a well-rounded game.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be that one specific guy. You know, like for example, just look at Damon Maya and Usman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Usman still controlled him on the ground still too, but kept him mostly striking too. But this is where I'm kind of like, if you one guy, I know what you're good at. It's kind of like it could be problems for the guy you fighting. Like let's say if I'm fighting a striker, it could be a problem. But if I know it all, would not know it all, but you never know it all. Let me take that back. But it's kind of like you know every from piece to piece more than him. Like why risk chances of you striking with this guy instead of just beating him the game plan? So that's where I'm kind of always at. I'm like, stick to the game plan. That's it.
Did you feel in that last matchup that you were ever in jeopardy at all, or that you were ever in a compromised position?
No, actually, that fight we didn't even have a game plan. Just do me, to be honest, because we don't know which guy we were fighting. There were so many Daniel Sotos out there to look up, but like we didn't care. So we just went out there and fought. So they believed in me, I believed in myself, and I just went out there and fought. So I feel like I didn't got touched at all, but there's a few bruises and this and that, but I really didn't get touched. So I'm always happy with that.
It's nice when the recovery doesn't involve a whole lot of the heavy bumps and bruises.
Oh yeah, I'm the guy who's like trying to get less damage than possible. So I was like moving, making people miss and stuff like that. So
yeah, I feel like that's kind of the name of the game. But then you also have you have some crazy motherfuckers out there like your Matt Browns or Diego Sanchez of the world, or those guys who thrive off of getting hit, or who enjoy the pain, who you're Justin Gaethjes of the world.
Yeah, wait until you train with those guys.
I can only imagine.
It's we have this guy Minihan, man. Yeah, he's Adam Martinez. That guy's from Pueblo. He's gonna be the next superstar, I think. So
shout out to the Steel City. They make them tough down there.
Oh, sure hell they do. Look at the fucking Jordan. We got Phil too. I was like, yeah, those guys are a little tough motherfuckers, to tell you that.
Yep, exactly. Shout out to Jordan to Tony. So with a lot that's I kind of lost where I was going directly with that, but talk to us a little bit about you've got some pretty solid sponsors that line you up, weekly with your recovery and all that. Just speaking on the recovery side of things. So what does that look like for you? Like coming right out of a fight, is that extra chiropractor sessions? Do you do cryo? Are you cupping? Like, what does that look like?
No, for me, I don't have I only have like one kind of sponsor for for recovery, which is Dr. Trent in Denver chiropractor. So he's kind of been the guy who's always helping me right after like the fight. So like especially after this fight, I don't know, I had so much like elbow tendonitis and stuff like that. So it's kind of been just being helping me with it. You know, I was going in there, and then he does all the stuff that he needs to do. To be honest, you just tell him what's hurt and what does not hurt, and then we go from there. To be honest,
That's good, man. That's good. That's good. So who else? Just because we haven't covered it yet so far in this episode, who else is who else is in your camp right now, sponsorship wise?
Well, first and most, comments from the Peanut Gallery.
I mean, a little self plug, appreciate that one, but you have Receptra and all that, right?
Yeah, they got Receptra Natural. That's CBD and stuff is helping me with recovery and then inflammation and all that stuff. So kind of natural way more than like I still use ibuprofen if I have to, but I hardly use it. To be honest, all the CBD for me is kind of been keeping me cool and chill. Shout out to Jim, we already said that. My team, Factory X, my coach, Mark Montoya. Landau Performance, that's where my cardio and my strength comes from. So, shout out to Augie, that's my strength conditioning coach. And what else do we
Coach
got?
Augie?
What else do we got? I'm pretty Lockton. That's Ted, one of my privates I hold for. So he's been supporting me for the last 2 fights. So that's awesome to see.
Good stuff right there. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
There we go. Well, that's what I kind of said. I was like, I told my girl this last night. I was like, I mean, I hardly had any sponsors. I didn't even know what sponsors were until I stopped fighting. I was like, because I fight in Morocco. There's no sponsors in Morocco. I was like, I didn't even know. But it came here. Amateur was fine. Didn't get no sponsors. But as soon as I got to the pro league, and I was like, first fight, I still didn't get no sponsors. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't get sponsored until like the 3rd fight. Yeah, first fight and 3rd fight. That's when I really started getting sponsors. But it was kind of see the support you get, So it's kind of amazing to see the people believe you're gonna get in the top, believe the support they give you and all that stuff. So I appreciate that for all these guys, So.
Well, you definitely have our support, obviously,
Appreciate it.
100% all in, back on the dream on that side of things. It's a kind of surreal thing on my side to see where this has kind of grown and developed to on that point, to be in the position to to help fuel something that's a passion of mine, like loving this sport, loving the game, and then being able to have a personal connection to it on that side of things. Like that's pretty incredible feeling on that side. I have a pretty big mentor that I kind of follow out there and just track along. His name is Hans Molenkamp. I don't know if you've ever heard of him before or not, but Triumph United is his company. And so he's been a big brand ambassador for companies like Monster and all of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Monster's
so
really huge.
yeah, I mean, if you pull up this dude's Instagram, like every day he's making power moves. He's meeting one day and rolling with Hoist Gracie, then going and training with last week in San Jose when he was there with the Cats at AKA. Just everywhere, all across the board.
Wow.
This guy has the who's who of connections as an influencer and a brand ambassador. So. Just trying to keep on chasing that. He started off way back when he was actually his first sponsored fighter was Tyron Woodley.
Oh,
and
wow.
That was his crack into the game. So, trying to follow a similar arc or trajectory on that side of things and keep this project building. Everybody that's out there listening, I appreciate all the love and support. There's a lot of faithful followers that are out there always sharing posts, sharing loves on the page. So I have to say thank you guys very much.
Oh, yeah.
I also want to give a very, very quick shout out to Luke Andrada of Pueblo East High School. He just won the. He's the fastest man in Colorado, ladies and gentlemen. Just won the 100. Yep, won the Colorado 100 meter, and he also took second in the 200. So young man is definitely making some moves. He deserves all the credit, recognition, and respect that he can possibly get. He's also a 2-time state champion quarterback in football.
Nice.
Ever since he was a little kid, when his dad, Coach Paul Andrada, would bring him into the barbershop. He's always been a respectful kid, never been shy to look you in the eye and shake your hand from the time when he was a kid. So it's great to see that he is having some success and he's being recognized for it.
That's awesome.
So with you talking from the last fight, you gave some belt action.
Yeah, that's again, that's my emotions just going through. But I like, you can ask everybody. I plan everything that I'm gonna say. It was like I knew what I was gonna say, and I told everybody, I was like, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and I was like, you watch, and then I'm like, all right, cool, like, they never believe it the first time. They never believe it until they see it. Like, all right, cool. But for me, I was like, I watched I think they fight this weekend. I think this Friday. The 245s, the champion and the interim champion. So I was like, I know I can beat these guys. I was like, I know I can be the next LFA champ. But I'm not. I'm trying to. I don't know, man. I'm kind of focusing on bigger things. I'm focusing on UFC. I'm trying to make my name out there in the UFC and make my country proud, make my country up there. You don't see Moroccans in the UFC thing. So you might see him in, I don't know, World Series. I think they had one guy, but it's hardly possible. So I'm trying to be that first guy, just kind of step it up a little bit. Top 10 world champion and this and that. It goes on and on and on. Small steps. But that's what I really want. But I'm of course, if the LFA belt comes in, I'm 100% focused on business, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, take it easy. It's not. It's every opportunity is an opportunity. But especially if it comes to 45 belt, I'm taking that home. So that's where I'm at with the whole belt and then promotions deal. So I told my manager, I was like, give me a name and a date, and I'll be there. So that's all that matters. I don't care who I'm fighting. So
anywhere, anyone, anytime.
Don't matter to me. Give me that name.
It's the right mentality to have on that side of things. So, obviously you're not getting too far out of weight range at this point.
No.
Especially with fasting and all of that at this point. So I mean,
probably make weight.
Yeah, something calls, you're gonna be pretty close.
Yeah, but for me, I kind of said, talk to my manager, talk to my coach. This is like the first time we're gonna take a little bit break. Not too much though. Like probably like mid-July or first thing in August. We're probably gonna get back to it, but I'm not. Last time I did it, I'm not trying to make excuses or nothing, but I lost my only amateur fight in MMA. My body was just fatigued. I was just like done. It was like so much lactic acid built. But so I kind of being smart with it. I'll take my time and then get back to it. But I mean, I fought 5 fights in 9 months. So, and then 2 fights in 1 week. So that's not a lot of people doing that. But no. So I'm kind of, I don't know. I feel like me taking a little bit of a break. It's not even a break. It's like just get all my stuff together, and then I know my manager will give me any fight I want. To be honest, so that's the good thing about it. So it's like I feel comfortable taking a month off and then getting back to it. It's not like I'm like, oh, who am I fight? What I'm gonna fight? I'm not too worried about that at all. You're 5-0. This and that. They want you, So that's where I'm at.
Can't really beat that.
I hope not. I just
I mean, just kind of with that. So I was telling you the other night, and it was cracking me up. For anybody that's out there who follows the Factory X social media pages, if you hear that one voice in the background, that's this man right here.
Oh man, I was like,
Whether it was kickball to anything, I believe the caption even for the kickball video was this guy has not stopped talking since we started playing.
no, it's kind of we always have like you always have teammates that talking shit to each other. So I'm always a loud guy. I don't know why, but I've always like not stop talking, trying to get in people's heads and stuff like that. But it's fun thing. It's a little fun thing to see, and then they kind of have fun with it. But again, my emotion goes. Like I don't control it or nothing. But that's it's a lot of fun though. It's a lot of fun with the team and everybody else. So.
From the outside looking in, I could say don't change it. It's hilarious to follow and watch and see, and then just always. I mean, for those of you who, if you ever out there have the chance to stop in at Factory X for a class, or if you ever in general get a chance to meet Youssef, this dude will keep you laughing your ass off the entire time. You can't walk away not feeling better after a conversation with this guy. So yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah. So as we kind of tie some things up here, is there, what would you like to share out there with the crowd that we might not have covered at this point?
I mean, everybody, actually I was talking to my girl about this, but everybody's scared to fail, kind of. So they always like scared to lose and all this stuff. So I was just literally like last week I was talking to my girl about this, and then I was like, all these guys are scared to kind of follow their dreams and then. Or scared to fail and stuff like that, but I feel like I'm not scared to lose or scared of fail at all. I feel like fail always give you the motivation to pass your limit point. I feel like so. I feel like if you're doing something, stick with it. Don't get so scared that it messes up all your confidence, stuff like that. So that's one thing. Give it out there.
Always keep going. I have a saying that kind of follows with that I just write it on all my shit now. Don't fucking quit.
Oh yeah.
I have to give a special thanks to you too, because you kind of called me out in Vail and told me that I need to start running if I really want to get serious about my my path to being healthier and better with my own training and whatnot. So that was a couple weeks ago. We're a couple weeks in the books now, and I've been getting the road work in, and I can definitely say that it's been beneficial.
Yeah, running, man, is it's a very good thing. Or like swimming like that. It's just more like cardio wise, and then you're not gonna be like a typical American guy. It's like 20 minutes in a class, and then you're tired or something like that. You will not be that guy, But it's all small things, Small things can do a lot of things in your life. So. That's one thing. So,
yeah, isn't it like kind of the principle of small actions lead to large observable changes?
Yeah, people trying to do like bigger things like right away, and then when they fail, they're like, oh fuck, I did everything that I had for the big opportunity and then messed up. But if you focus on little by little, the big opportunity will come to you. That's what I'm sure that I'm just keep doing me, and everything will come to me. That's where I'm at. So I have a great manager. I have a great team. And I was like, all I need is just go out there and do it. That's all that matters, You go out there and win and do this and that. Changes your life.
Yep, absolutely. So, this has all been an incredible experience across the board. So I have to say thank you very much to your fight team as well, Factory X in general, for welcoming me in the doors. To be there and observe some incredible shit like the other night, sparring. Watching Lionheart and Austin go at it for a couple of rounds. Then just seeing watching Selena in there too. A lot of killers that are just across the board. Yeah. Then naturally, I fucking love watching Jordan. Like when Jordan gets in the mix, Jordan's my dog. I fucking love that dude.
He's a cool dude, man. He's been through a lot since the pro career. Like that guy started like 1-2, and then look at him now, he's 6-2. But he broke his arm twice and all this and that. But man, he's in 5 winning streak, 5 finishes. So me and him are the same right now.
Yeah.
We gotta go to the same pad. But yeah, man, that guy's he got some future on him too. So it's a good thing. It's a great thing to see at the gym. You know, it's like all these guys, and even the guys who lose. You know, and still we don't hardly call it lose. You just learn, to be honest. So I mean, we have Derek Brennan. He's wait until you train with that guy is he's been a lot helpful for me to train with a guy like that. You know, the strength as a 45. Oh my God, it's a great thing to see. And then I can't wait to see him get back to a fight. He was supposed to be fighting that LFA card with me, and the dude backed out. So it was sad to see. But I mean, he's a guy to keep an eye on him. But I mean, we have great guys everywhere, you know, especially at the 45. That's the only thing I was missing back at American Top Team here in Denver is all I had was Austin and 2 heavyweights. Well, 4 heavyweights, I should say. I had 4 heavyweights and 1 welterweight, and I was a 35er. So it's kind of you still learn, but you're not getting as much as work as training with training partners the same weight class. So. And then that's what I felt like I needed, and then I got it when I went to Factory X. So it was awesome.
It's been the right thing to take you to that next level.
Yeah,
that's a good thing right there. So for everybody out there listening, where can people follow you online?
Moroccan Devil 45 at Twitter, at the Moroccan Devil in Instagram, and then Facebook, Youssef Zalal.
He also has a fan page on Facebook too as well. So
yeah,
make sure that you check him out, show him some love across the board on social media. This dude is going to be a superstar, ladies and gentlemen. You're catching it early. We're catching it in the initial wave of shit right here. But I promise you there, I put my stamp behind it. This is Comments from the Peanut Gallery. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz, along with my man, Youssef the Moroccan Devil Zalal. He's got huge things coming along.
Yes, sir.
So as we close out here, we'll be as customary playing Not So Quiet Storm NSQS by Beyond Bridges. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere across the board. Make sure you give them a look. We're also in partnership with the Lone Wolf Beard Company, so make sure that you guys go out there and show some love out there to the Lone Wolf Beard Company. Shout out to Big Pino.
I might text it. I might holla Big Pino.
Get some beer stuff going on, taken care of in the mix. So make sure that you guys have a great rest of your day out there. Like I say, this is Comments from the Peanut Gallery, #CFTPG. Have a great day.
Tall. The poor boy sits at home just waiting for her call. And the clock strikes midnight, and the telephone rings. And on the other line he hears a sweet voice sing. And when you go, the world moves so slow. And when you go, I feel so alone. And when you go, the world moves so slow. But when you go, I feel so alone. Down. His headlights blazing as he heads towards her town. And the street lights faded, and the air was so cold. Her house up on the hill was now a pile of stone. And he hears no voices as he walks all around the house where she once lived that had fallen to the ground. And he finds a letter and he reads it aloud. He can only think of her as he crumbles to the ground. And when you go, the world moves so slow. When you go, oh, I feel so alone.